Based on a survey of 70,000 graduates, the reward for finishing top of your class is an average starting salary of $5,473 per month, often paired with student debt and the risk of AI replacement. Meanwhile, independent operators like Kai, who skipped university to focus on emerging digital markets, are generating over $15,000 a month with zero debt. These two paths represent the difference between following a legacy system and building an independent AI-leveraged career. By the end of this video, you will have constructed a tangible digital architect blueprint, a specific, actionable system mapped to your exact strengths, ready for you to deploy today to reach that $10,000 a month threshold. To build this, you need to meet 4 strict prerequisites: 0 startup capital, 0 prior experience, an open social media profile, and a blank notebook in front of you right now. You are going to complete each step of this blueprint alongside me as we go. Spending 18 years in a classroom passively memorizing information creates a fatal delay between learning a skill and actually using it. Executing these steps in real time closes that gap. You learn by earning. Step 1 is identifying your cognitive advantage. The traditional school system insists you focus on correcting your weaknesses. If you struggle with math, you get extra math homework. The data shows the result of this approach. One study measured divergent thinking, the ability to generate original ideas. At age 5, 98% of children scored at genius level. By adulthood, after years of standardized testing, that drops to just 2%. The talent is still there. It has simply been trained out of focus. This branching model is the talent tree, and every person fits into at least one of these categories. First, we have the organizer. These individuals excel at bringing structure to chaos, planning detailed systems, and keeping operations running smoothly. Beside them is the analyst. They thrive on breaking complex things down, spotting data patterns, and figuring out what practically works. Expanding the tree reveals our final 2 profiles. The communicator is highly effective at explaining ideas clearly, persuading others, and getting people to buy into a concept. Finally, the creative connects dots that others miss, processes visual information out of the box, and develops entirely new methods of doing things. Look at those 4 profiles. Pick the single trait that most accurately describes your natural working state and write it at the very top of your notebook right now. You are committing to only working within this specific lane from this point forward. Working within your natural aptitude removes the friction of learning a discipline you are biologically ill-suited for. This creates a baseline efficiency that a generalist, trying to fix every one of their weaknesses, cannot match. Step 2 is choosing your vehicle. This matrix plots out 5 high-income digital services against our 4 talent categories. We have brand identity, AI automation, deal-making, video editing, and funnel creation. A creative might gravitate toward video editing or brand identity, while an organizer or analyst maps perfectly to AI automation or funnel creation, and a communicator aligns directly with deal-making. Every service on this board passes the 3 golden rules test. To be viable, a service must do at least one of 3 things for a client: make the business money, save the business time, or save the business money. AI automation, for example, removes manual data entry, saving both time and money simultaneously. Review the matrix and select exactly one service that intersects with the talent tree you wrote down in Step 1. Write that service down in your notebook. Now, strip that service down to a single functional sentence. If you chose video editing, you are not building a full-scale creative agency. You are simply going to edit videos for businesses. Do not add extra deliverables or try to perfect a massive suite of offerings. People often aim for the grand, complicated version of a business because it gives them an excuse to delay starting. Overcomplicating your service is a psychological defense mechanism. Keeping it to one simple, executable action forces you to step into the market. Step 3 is crafting your pitch. Getting paid a premium rate relies on a concept called position maxing. This means you stop describing the technical features of what your service is and start describing the financial outcome it yields for the client. Look at this split-screen comparison. On the left, a standard freelancer states, "I design logos," or "I build landing pages." They are selling a commodity, which forces them to compete on price. On the right, a digital architect offering the exact same labor shifts the phrasing. The designer states, "I increase perceived value so businesses can charge more." The funnel builder states, I turn your existing traffic into paying customers. Take your simplified service from the previous step and write out your outcome statement. Frame your skill entirely around how it increases revenue or decreases costs for the client. Changing your vocabulary changes your classification. A client views a logo designer as a business expense to be minimized. They view an architect who increases their customer conversion rate as a revenue asset to be invested in. Step 4 brings us to your public footprint through brand maxing. You take the outcome pitch you just drafted and apply it directly to your existing online presence. Delete the generic bio on your social media profiles. Replace it completely with your new outcome statement. When you send a cold message, clients will click your profile. If your page explicitly broadcasts the exact financial result you deliver, you establish immediate authority before they even reply. Authority on the front end must be matched by operational efficiency on the back end. The moment a client says yes, you need a mechanism to get paid. Trying to manually draft invoices in a word processor leads to delayed payments, lost messages, and a complete breakdown in professional trust. This wireframe demonstrates how an all-in-one business management tool like Odoo handles the entire process. You input the customer's name, assign your service price, and the software automatically generates an invoice with clear payment terms. It emails the client directly and tracks the status, alerting you instantly if a payment is overdue. The highest-paying clients expect friction-free transactions. Delivering a structured, automated payment experience proves your reliability, securing the repeat work that actually scales your income. Look at your notebook. You now have a defined cognitive advantage, a single simplified service, a high-value outcome pitch, an authoritative profile, and an automated invoicing system ready to deploy. This flowchart maps the 5 stages of the skill maxing loop. You have completed the define stage. You are now standing directly at the sell threshold. Reaching out to businesses will result in rejections. Accept this as a mathematical certainty. You accumulate no's to find the single yes that pushes you into the deliver phase. You cannot fix bottlenecks or systemize your workflow until you have an actual paying client placing demands on your time. The real-world market provides the only feedback that matters. Use the link in the description to set up your free Odoo invoicing app. Subscribe to the channel to keep upgrading your systems, and go send your first pitch.